beautiful friends, it's Amanda here. Today I'm going to do a couple of eye looks. I'm going to apply a whole bunch of these products so that you can see them in action and also maybe get a little inspiration for your own looks if you decide to pick up these products, or maybe if you have some of the palettes from my comparisons, then you could recreate looks like this using those. Make sure you check out the original swatch and review video for a whole bunch more information. And if you're going to shop for these or any other products on the ColourPop website, you can use my affiliate code. Just a reminder, it's my first name, Amanda. That will save you 10% on most of the individual items. Affiliate codes just don't work for like bundles and sets. Thank you for everybody who has been using my code. I know it might not seem like a big deal, but it really does help me out and it lets me know that what I'm doing is helping you. So I appreciate it a lot, and let's just get to the fun part and start putting some of this makeup on because I think that's what we're all here for. That's what I'm here for.
I'm going to start off by applying this ultra glossy lip. This is the shade Thunderstone, and I know that these look pretty colorful in the tubes, but they all just look kind of shiny, sparkly, glossy on the lips. So these are pretty interchangeable for me personally. Now I'm gonna do two different eye looks, as you could tell from the intro. So I'm gonna do two different blush looks as well. Why not? So I'm applying Electro Ball first, and this cream blush blends in best just using the fingertip, in my opinion. But my second choice for cream blush application would be a nice little duo fiber brush. I love the stippling brush from ColourPop for my cream and Super Shock cheek products. So if you have that, you can also use that. But for me, the fingertip blend always ends up the best. So this is Electro Ball on one side and Metronome on the other, just to give you an idea of what these actually look like on the cheeks. I think tone wise, they're pretty similar, but obviously Electro Ball is darker, a little redder. Now let's move on to the eyes. I'm first priming with my favorite. It's the Ulta Matte Eye Primer as usual. Then on the Electro Ball blush side, I'm going to do a really Pikachu, very blown out, kind of crazy electrified look. So I'm starting with the shade Saffron City, and I'm applying that all over that crease area. I really want the edges of this look to be very yellow and blown out and kind of frayed and frazzled looking. Then to add some depth, I'm going to take Cinnabar Island. This is one of my favorite shades in the palette, and I'm just packing that onto the lower part of my lid, with the shade being most condensed near my lashes and then sort of fading upwards towards that transition area. And now I'm using Elite 4, and I'm putting that sort of on the inner part of the eye and upper crease area, also on the brow bone. And I'm going to add some more of this later, but I really wanted some of that yellow shine to come through. A little bit more layering and blending here. This is not a very perfect look. I am going for a little bit more of a frazzled and fried look, and I'm using Trainer's Path to add just a little bit of depth and definition to the outer corner, and ever so slightly blending that up into the yellow matte shade, and also smudging that along the lower lash line. Then I'm going back into that light gold metallic shade called Elite 4, and I'm going to add a little bit more of that around the entire inner corner area, upper and lower. And I'm going to smudge out that lower lash line with the yellow matte shade and add just a pop of the red to the very center of the eyelid. Now I'm moving over to the other eye. I'm combining these two neutral matte shades called Fossil and Trainer's Path, and I'm building that up again in that crease transition area. I'm going for a more precise and contained look on this eye. The colors aren't the only way to differentiate. You can also use styles and shapes and all kinds of stuff to create a feeling around your eye look. And this one is going to be a lot more precise, whereas the other one is more of a frayed, frazzled, kind of electrified look. This is a lot more concise. So I'm going to do a little bit of a spotlight eye. I'm building up a combination of these two matte green shades on the very inner and outer corners and concentrating the darkest shades on the very outermost parts. And then whatever's left over on my brush, I'm just smudging that on the lower lash line. Then before I add any shimmers, I'm going to go back and add a little bit more depth and a little bit more of a blend to that crease area. And then I packed on just the tiniest bit more of the darkest matte shade on the very outer corner. And now to add the pop of shimmer where I left that blank space in the middle of the lid, I'm using one of my favorite pieces from this collection. This is the Solar Beam Super Shock Shadow. I just dab that on with my fingertip, and I'm going to add a little bit of the shade Evolution with this teeny tiny detail brush on the very innermost corner, and then I'm going to really drag that out along the lower lash line for a little bit of shine down there as well. Then I curled my lashes and added the Essence Lash Without Limits mascara to both eyes. I think these are so fun. This yellow and red eyeshadow look paired with the red blush is totally Pikachu inspired. And you'll hear my son later on, he will give his opinions, talk about how he doesn't like Pikachu that much. But you know, Pikachu is a very flagship Pokemon character, so I had to pay a little tribute. I will say though that this more polished, more green and little bit of duochrome look is more of my own personal style. One of the things that I enjoy about making tutorial videos is giving myself a chance to experiment, play with different color combinations, play with different styles, and hopefully these videos will encourage you to do that too. You know, this yellow Pikachu look, it's not gonna be my favorite ever. It's not gonna be something that I'm clamoring to try again, but I'm glad I tried it. I had fun experimenting, and I hope that you will just have some fun playing with some makeup, trying out some new stuff sometime today too. Let's do it. Why not?
Most of the time when I do multiple looks in a video, I have a hard time choosing a favorite. But today I have a clear favorite. It's this green look. I absolutely love this Solar Beam Super Shock Shadow. And if you know me, you know if it's a little bit neutral, a little bit colorful, a little bit sparkly, a little bit smoky, then it's gonna be my jam. And this is just a little bit more exaggerated and bold than I usually do, which it still looks cute. I like it. It's definitely giving Pikachu, which is what I was going for. Smoky, sultry Pikachu. Just normal things. But this is my style. This side is definitely my style. I will be doing this look again and just wearing it out and about because I love it. I think it's so fun and so cute. Just an FYI, the third blush that I didn't use in this video, I used in my Fantasy Cosmetica Cradled in Ice collection video. So if you want to see the purple blush Hypnosis in action, go check that video out because you can see all three of these blushes applied somewhere on my channel. If I remember, I'll link that in the description box for you. Make sure you go check out my swatch and review video if you want to see close-ups, prices, more thoughts. And I would love to hear what you think about this collection. Which one of these looks was your favorite? Did you pick anything up? I always love to hear what you think about things too, so make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! As promised, I have my resident Pokemon expert here.
Hello.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
If you are new, hello. My name is Jack.
What makes you the resident Pokemon expert?
I've been collecting Pokemon cards for more than 3 years, probably. I've beaten probably one Pokemon video game. Gotta beat two.
The card tournaments every other weekend, right?
Yes, correct.
And how long have you been a Pokemon fan?
Ever since I was 4 or 5.
Okay.
And I'm 9, so
Okay, so 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years, who knows?
First, I know you've seen some of this stuff, but why don't you just like take a look at everything? You can open stuff up and just give me your thoughts. Do you think that these colors are good for a Pokemon palette? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give the color scheme?
9.5.
9.5? That's pretty good. Okay. What are your favorite colors?
My favorite colors are probably all the shiny ones.
Okay, so you like the metallic ones.
Yeah, basically.
The lip glosses are the 3 original Evolutions, as you can see. So what do you give the Evolution glosses out of 10?
8. Solid 8.
8 out of 10. Oh,
Or you could just drop them.
8 out of 10. That's not bad. What about the Pokeball lip mask? This was one of my favorite things. Smell it.
Very strong smell.
You don't like the berry smell?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the lip mask?
8 again, to be completely honest.
Okay, how about the Super Shock Shadows? These were another one of my favorites besides the lip mask.
Okay, so I can see what they're doing here. Because in every game there's a startle shiny, that's cool.
That's one of my favorite ones.
I have to look at blue here.
That's kind of like a silver color to it.
I'll let him pass on that one because of Charmander and how I love him.
So what do you give this? What do you think about the Super Shock Shadows?
I'll give it a 7.5.
7.5? Why so low?
I mean, but they could have added electric still though, because they, just immediately get Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle. They could have added electric.
So you think that they're missing an electric for the Super Shock. Alright, fair enough. These, you're gonna really like these. These are lip balms, but look how shiny they are.
Okay, I can see what they're doing here. Get a closer look at these. I want this one, please. Let's see here. I'll give it an 8.
So the last thing to weigh in on are these blushes. So there's a Pikachu one.
Okay.
It's red. Has a bunch of different Pikachus inside.
Okay.
Then we have this Clefairy. Is this Clefairy?
That's a Volunteer, I believe.
Oh, Clefable?
Yes.
That's a pink one. And look, there's all the different pink Pokemon in here. We've got Chansey, Mew. That's Clefairy, right?
Yes.
And that's Lickitung, Porygon. I forget that one's name.
You forget the main best Pokemon?
Well, who is this?
Forget to.
We'll look that guy up. And I think this one's really cool. This is Gengar, right? That's a purple one. I really like that one too. That's my favorite of the blush.
Okay, I have a big problem here. I can see what they're going for. Pokeball, Pokeball, red, red.
Well, I think because he has red cheeks, so it's like a red blush, red cheeks. For blush, it's for cheeks.
You can see what they're doing here, but still, yellow. Hello.
Okay. How about the pink and the purple?
Realistic, all makes sense. You, Pokemon, makes sense. Cheeks, makes sense-ish.
Okay, so what do you think about the blush overall? What do you give it out of 10?
8, another 8.
8 out of 10? What are your top 3 favorite things in the collection?
I think this is my 3rd place. Probably this as my 2nd place. First, because I don't like Pikachu.
First place is the Ditto Balm.
Yep.
All right, well, we had very different favorites. My favorites were the lip mask, the Super Shock Shadows, and the purple blush.
I mean, this is my 4th place, to be completely honest.
Well, thank you for being a guest on the channel. I appreciate your expertise as always.
No worries.
Thanks so much. See you in the next one.
Tender rules, and that's a fact. Good luck. Have a good day.
Going great. What was I gonna say? I wish that I just had this look on both of my eyes because I love this look. Love it. Love it. I mean, this one's fun. It's just not as much my style. This is my style. This is what I would wear out and about during the day. What was I talking about? What was I saying? Just the little pink shift in there is so cute. And by the way, I also designed a Pokemon BYOP, so keep an eye out for that. Maybe I'll make a video with it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Wish me luck. Is it just me, or do both these blushes look really similar once they're on? I mean, the pink one's lighter, This one in person, you can tell it's more red, but they're pretty close. I feel like if you just sheared this one out, you'd get this. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, as usual. Typical. I'm gonna go do some editing. Oof, I have a ton of laundry to fold. You know, all that adult stuff that you gotta do. Oh, and I gotta buy my husband a birthday present. His birthday's coming up, and I still haven't found the right thing for him. I pride myself on being a really, really good gift giver, though, so I just need to actually take some time, go do a little looking around, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? All right, thanks for watching. You are cool, cute, smart, sweet, awesome, special, talented, and important. And I like you a lot, and I love your face. And I'll see you in my next video real soon. Okay, love your face. Bye.